Dear students, hope you are in the best of your health. In today's class, I'm going to teach you about conjunctions and agreement of the verbs. I'm not going to teach you anything in detail about conjunctions because I have already explained you before about types of conjunctions and various conjunctions under it. Today I'm going to focus on agreement of the verbs with certain conjunctions. We have three types of conjunctions. One is coordinate conjunction, which means which joins independent sentences. Then we have subordinating conjunction, which joins dependent sentences. And I have already explained you what are there under coordinate conjunctions. Like there are four types: elative, alternative, adversative, and cumulative. And under subordinate conjunctions we have time, reason, place, contrast and concession, manner, comparison, purpose, result. These are different kind of subordinate conjunctions. But today we are going to focus on correlative conjunction. Now what is correlative conjunctions? These conjunctions are used in pairs. It may come under coordinating conjunction, it may come under subordinating conjunction, but these conjunctions are used in pairs. For example, either or, neither nor, both and, not only but also, so that. So these are some of the correlative conjunctions. But we need to keep in mind certain things when we are using these conjunctions, which I am going to explain you with certain example. Like example 1 I have given you: either he or his parents are coming to the function. Now what I am going to teach you here is the agreement of the verb. When you are using either or, we have two subjects, he and his parents. So what we need to understand here is whenever we connect with either or, we have two subjects, and we need to agree the verb to the closest subject. So closest subject to the verb is his parents. Therefore his parents is plural. So we cannot use is. We shall use are. So this is what you need to keep in mind. You need to know which verb to use. That is agreement of the verb. Agreement of the verb to the subject. Once again, whenever you are connecting a word or a phrase or a clause with either or, you get two subjects. So what we need to do is we need to agree the verb to the closest subject. Now the second example, like neither they nor I are responsible of the loss. So here too we have two subjects. One is they and one is I. Now what we need to understand? We have to agree the verb to the closest subject, not with they. We have to agree to the closest subject. The verb is closest to I. Therefore we use am. So this is how we agree to the closest subject. Now whenever you are using either or, neither nor, we need to understand certain things. Like in example 3, he will go to the market, he will go to the cinema. So there is a choice here. Here he has a choice. He is making a choice. That is, he will go either to the market or cinema. Therefore, when we connect this with conjunction, what we need to see is he will go to, he will go to. This is same. So we are not going to repeat this. So we'll write he will go to. So what is the choice here? The market, the cinema. So we need to connect these choices. The market, the cinema. So what we do? We use either before the first choice and or before the second choice. So you get the sentence, he will go to either the market or the cinema. This is how we connect. We have to check the choices and place the conjunction near the choices, either with the first choice and or with the second choice. Now in the same way, let's go to the fourth example. C did not write a leave letter. C did not meet principal sir. So we see that there is a choice, that is write a leave letter, meet principal sir, which is in negative. So when it is in negative, we need to see the verb. You see write, but write is being held by did, as we are using not. So this write is in past tense. Like here, did not meet. So did is helping this meet. As we are using not, we have to use helping verb if there is no any other helping verb. So we use did. So did is helping meet. That means this is in past tense. So when we are connecting it, so the choice is write a leave letter, meet principal sir. So what you need to do is see neither. Now did is helping write, so it will be in the past tense. So wrote a leave letter, nor did is helping meet, so it's in past tense, met principal sir. So see neither wrote a leave letter nor met principal sir. This is how we connect it. Now in number 5, C is an engineer, C is an author. So what we understand is C is both. So we can use not only and but also, which is used in pairs. So what we can do, C is not only an engineer but also an author. What we connect? An engineer and author, because C is the same thing. So we are not going to repeat that. We'll just connect what is needed to connect it. Now the other way you can write the same sentence using not only. Whenever you are using not only, if you use it near the choices, then there is no problem. But if you are using not only before the sentence, then we need to inverse the verb. Is will go before the subject and it gets emphasized. Not only, so is goes before C. Is C an engineer but also an author? This is how we can write. You can write it in this way also. Now another, in not only but also, when you are connecting it with it, what we need to understand is agreement of the verb. Not only I but also people from locality are unhappy with the authorities. So here when you are using the verb, like in the same way in either or neither nor, what we did, we agreed to the closest subject. Here too you'll agree to the closest subject. So the closest subject here is people from our locality. So people is plural, so we'll use are. So I hope you understood the conjunctions and the agreement of the verbs. Thank you very much.